if you have food in front of you, if you're watching the show today, eating food, I would suggest, before I tell you what I'm about to tell you, you set the food down, swallow it, get it in your stomach so that you don't accidentally spit it out while I tell you this. I'm about to show you a clip of an MSNBC correspondent saying that, imagine this image, ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump has been talking with Marjorie Taylor Greene about her being his running mate if he runs in 2024. Oh gosh, that sounds horrible. Can you imagine a Trump-Greene ticket?
Wow.
While you imagine that, take a look.
Seemed in the moments after January 6th, the days and to some degree weeks, what you are describing could have happened, had started to happen. And then it was a reversal. Then it became the Marjorie Taylor Greenes of the world, whom you've spent some time interviewing, became ascendant to the point that she told you that there was some consideration of her being Donald Trump's running mate if he runs in 2024?
That's right. The first time that Greene told me that was in February of this year. But she, in later conversations I had with her, said that those conversations were in fact continuing with Trump. Now, to be fair, Ali, it's very likely that Trump has had this conversation with a half a dozen other people too. I mean, Nikki Haley being one, Carrie Lake potentially being another one, Kristi Noem also. But what Greene possesses that Trump so craves is loyalty. I mean, she has always been there for Trump. She has always had his back. And after his experience with his...
So... if that happens, a lot of people will say, I'm going to move to Canada if that happens. I won't say that because it's too realistic of a possibility that I don't want to have to lie to you. I'm not going to move to Canada. I'm staying here. But I will do something crazy. It's sad. I'll be heartbroken.
I can't picture the two most obnoxious political people being in the same running.
Ooh, same. That's brutal, and it makes sense. And I think if that were to happen, it would finally silence all the people who say, what are you talking about Marjorie Taylor Greene? She's not representative of the Republican Party. Not true. There are some moderate Republicans who are disgusted with that brand, but besides them, there is a massive portion. When I went to a number of different Trump events and would ask people about Marjorie Taylor Greene, they would say, number one, almost every person will go, I love Marjorie Taylor Greene because she's so smart and...
Oh,
what?
Come on. You're lying to yourself.
And I can't think of it. And I have purple hair. I don't know. It's such a strange thing to open with. But that was the feeling. They just loved her. And she's so brave and she's a truth teller. It was always... It's almost like they were trying to make fun of me because I would ask them the question and they would go, she's so smart and she's such a truth teller. Wow, really? And that just shows you how different of worlds we live in, where there's reality and then there's whatever the heck they're living in. And they're in two different solar systems. So very wild stuff. Can you imagine Donald Trump as the presidential candidate and Marjorie Taylor Greene as the vice presidential candidate?